Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're heading to the Windy City to fish for lake perch.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Hey, hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome?
Holy moly!
Oh my gosh! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, taking a little break from the ice fishing, we're actually down in Chicago fishing for lake perch with our buddy Caleb Zorn and, of course, Blake. And I'll tell you what, folks, we started this morning in downtown Chicago around Navy Pier. We didn't see a lot of fish, so we drove south, but there's a lot of different areas that you can actually fish perch down here along the Chicago shoreline.
Definitely. There's 15, 20 mile stretch of, accessible fishery that you can get fish, whether it's, you guys are catching lake trout, coho, perch, a little bit of everything right now.
And you're excited about the perch.
Yeah, it's something different than ice fishing, switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, and what's interesting down here, folks, unlike Wisconsin where you can only keep 5 perch on Lake Michigan, the fishing's better down here, and you can keep how many?
You can keep 15 down here, John.
15 apiece.
Yep.
You're gonna clean them for me?
Of course.
Hey, it'll be fun though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hey folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. Folks, this new Seaguar IceX line is absolutely incredible. This new ice line has low memory, it's micro diameter so the fish can't see it, and it provides exceptional knot strength.
It has unparalleled abrasion resistance even on the coldest of days.
Oh my gosh!
Nice job.
That's a nice one!
And it's extremely sensitive, helping you detect more bites and catch more fish. Learn more at seaguar.com.
Folks, on a 90-degree sunny day like this, it's kind of fun to think about ice fishing. And Josh is one of the top ice fishing guides in the upper Midwest. And I'll tell you what, Josh, you have really fallen in love with that Jiffy electric auger, haven't you?
I really have, John. The E6 Lightning by Jiffy was absolutely amazing last year. I use it all year long, no matter how cold it was. We're hopping around. A lot of times we get 70 to 80 holes, and if the fishing's slow, a lot of times we'll get up to 100, 200 holes a day. We rarely use more than one battery. It was so reliable, I never had an issue last year, and we had some pretty nasty conditions. It's very light, and I actually run them on the front of my snowmobiles, and they get bounced around a lot. And I actually ran mine over last year. I ran the auger right over, and I still use it the rest of the day. That's how tough they are.
It's time to save big during the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event with as low as 2.99% APR for 36 months. Plus, amazing customer cash offers. So see your local Yamaha dealer today for huge savings. Then, let's ride.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As we talked about at the top of the program, winter perch fishing down in Chicago, Illinois, man. This is kind of neat. And a lot of perch in the tributaries and again in the harbor in downtown Chicago, and you kind of look on the Humminbird till you find them. And what are the best baits? I'm going to start out actually with the V-Rod, which is a new blade bait, and I've done really, really well with this, Caleb, for crappies, believe it or not, lately. So I'll give it a try for perch, and you're going to use the standard...
The old faithful Castmaster, just a little gold Castmaster.
Why the gold color? Any reason? That's what they prefer.
They seem to prefer the gold over, the silver or yellow or anything like that. So, and actually the Hummingbird's starting to load up right now, so let's get them down there.
Well, we got our buddy Gunter with us. Gunter, welcome aboard, our favorite Lake Michigan fisherman. Hey, look at that. There you go, Caleb. Let's see. Now, these come in all different sizes, right?
They do, John. Yeah, I mean, you get some that are 5-6 inches, and you know, this ain't a bad
eater,
one.
Right?
That's definitely an eater.
Yeah, hold them up, and that's about 7.5, 8 incher.
I'd say it's probably 8.5, 9, to be honest.
Really?
Yep.
And you can keep 15, which is really nice, you know.
Definitely get a good meal out of that.
And what was that on the Castmaster?
That was on the Castmaster, and he had it pretty good, John.
Woo! Look at that!
All right, Blake in the back of the boat.
I had to switch to the Acme
A Chicago
Castmaster.
perch. Now that's actually a pretty decent fish right there,
Here, we
Blake.
can compare it to my hand.
Yeah, and you know how much we love to eat perch,
Oh yeah,
right?
I'm very excited, and it's a beautiful perch. I would say, I don't know, 8.
Yeah, I would say 8.5.
Yeah, and I
9
put
on
a little
that one.
waxies on the bottom of the Castmaster and just bounced it off the bottom.
Very next cast there, Gun. Smile at the camera there, buddy. Oh, this is kind of fun, man. That's his second cast in a row.
See you.
There you go. And you know is that about the average keeper size there, Gun?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we want a little bit bigger, but you know, it's a start.
Caleb.
Caleb casted right where Gunter
They
Well,
seem
Gunter
to be on
just
this
lost
side
one.
just now.
How's that one feel?
Feels okay.
They're sure
There you
active
go.
though.
Yeah,
There you go. Let's see him.
it's a pretty good one there.
Yeah. I want to see one of those 10-11s. No, that's not bad.
That's a good fish, you know. And
Yeah.
Gunter just lost one, probably a little bigger than this.
Hey, Gun, let's see what we got here now, buddy.
Yeah, we just started marking.
Oh, yeah, that's on the cusp there,
You know,
Caleb.
yeah, it is. And we just moved, John, and we just came across a massive school. You know, you could see it on the graph. They were probably 3-4 feet off the bottom, actually.
Well, that's one thing I want to mention. Having the graph for this.
Who got one? Woo! We were
That's
just
a good
talking
one. Get
about.
him in a boat.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were just
there you
talking
go.
about
That's
how
a
we
nice
marked
perch.
the school on the Humminbird, and right when you said there's a school on the Humminbird, I went down and got one.
It is amazing, though, folks. Whoa, there we
did you
go.
get your first one?
My first one of the day. Let's see what we got here. And okay.
Ooh,
There you
that's
go.
a bigger one.
That's a pretty nice perch right there. But what we were just saying, folks, is the Humminbird is so important. Hold these up together, yeah.
You switched.
I mean, they're not like North Dakota width, but you know, a pretty good sized perch.
Yeah.
And looking at the locator right now, what you can see, folks, is a line of fish that's 2 or 3 feet thick. So what Caleb does when he sees that, he puts the Minn Kota on spot lock, and then we can just vertical jig right over the side. But Caleb, one thing that's really interesting to me, hold them up together again, is the size of the
bait,
Castmasters
yeah.
that we're using. You certainly wouldn't think that you'd be using a bait that big. Why do you use the real big ones?
You know, John, we're fishing deep water, and you want to get down there quick. And second of all, you kind of want to weave out some of those smaller ones. You know, there's so many fish down there. You a little bit bigger bait, bigger fish type of mentality with that. So basically, get down there quicker, and bigger bait, bigger fish.
Woo, fish on.
You're doing a good job today.
Yeah, you really got to work. I actually.
Nice
ooh, that's
fish.
a nice one.
Oh, that's a Jim Dander right
yeah.
there.
Oops, sorry,
Grab
fishy.
him and hold on. No, that's a beautiful fish right there. And I'm actually going to ask Blake how she's jigging that Castmaster, because you're just jigging it over the side of the boat.
Yep.
But I mean, hold them up by the, yeah, there you go. I mean, that's a nice perch anywhere you go, folks.
Yeah.
And you know, these aren't the North Dakota perch that are gigantic builds on them, but Caleb said it's a little bit different strain of perch. They don't get the big belly on them here. So,
Yeah.
but that, you'll get a couple of nice fillets off that. But show the folks how you're jigging.
Well, actually, I started to cast it just a little bit to cover some more water.
Okay.
Let it get all the way down to the bottom and slowly bring it in towards the boat and give it a little twitch here and there.
So make sure you keep bottom contact
Yep.
the whole time.
And a slow retrieve and a little twitch here and there.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I am. This is fun. A little smaller, but you know, this one, John, is on a minnow here. We're just kind of dead sticking one down there with the drop shot. We'll toss him back, but you know, there's so many ways you can fish these perch down here.
One thing I want to mention too, I said before about the big Castmasters that we were using. Actually, what you're doing is putting 3 spikes, one on each hook. And Caleb, is that more for scent or just a little bit of meat to have on there to attract them?
Yeah, you know, that's just kind of get a little more aggression on them. Sometimes, you know, like right now, it seems like you need the meat, but I've had plenty of days down here where it's just a plain cast. Oh, whoa, that one almost went in. But I've had plenty of days down here with just a plain cast master. But right now, you throw a little meat on there, you get a little scent, and just a little bit more for them to hang on.
What do you have, Caleb?
Not a bad perch.
There you go, a little eater size there, buddy.
You know, just on that minnow.
And I want to reiterate to the folks, it's 15 a day, 15 perch you can keep in Illinois.
Yep.
And you know, it's kind of fun too. You can come down here and split the day, and the perch are really biting good. Catch your perch and maybe go out to the wall and try some lake trout.
Yeah, you never know what you'll find out there. John, it seems like, you know, we said before, we catch a few and then we kind of move. You know, we're trying to stay a little proactive, kind of keep. That's a nice one, Gunter.
Ooh, that's a chunk.
Now that is a nice perch. Whoa, look at that, folks. Now, Caleb, hold that right up close to the camera. That's a beautiful fish anywhere you go, buddy.
That is a great perch.
Are those uncommon?
They're not you know, like we said prior, there's just so many schools coming through here. You just got to get on the right school, you know. He caught that one casting. He wasn't vertical jigging, kind of what Blake was doing a little bit ago. So maybe the school's just, you know, 20, 30 feet to our right there.
Ooh, got one. Here we go. Ooh, it's a nice perch.
Bad.
Yeah, you know what? This is a nice little break from ice fishing, and what's cool is that if it's not frozen, you can come out here all winter.
I think the only thing you got to worry about coming out in the winter is the boat landings. And
yeah, that's true.
Caleb, they'll stay open most of the winter, won't they?
You know, like I tell everybody that kind of, whether they're launching, you know, in Wisconsin, you know, down here, make sure you carry some sort of ice or salt with you. Throw a little
shovel. Salt
down, a little shovel, just because you never know what you're going to run into that time of year.
Woo!
All right, Blake.
We learned today that you catch a few fish and then you don't get fish for like about 10, 15 minutes, so you got to move around.
That is the key, and of course you can also do the stay put and wait for the fish to come to you, because they're moving up and down the river all the time. But you're right, every time we move to a new spot, we pop a couple.
Yep, fish on!
All right, boy, I'll tell you what, I'm going to move to your side of the boat there pretty soon.
That's a nice one.
Yeah,
Look at this one, Dad.
That's a beautiful eating fish.
Yep.
You know, I was talking about how big and fat those perch are in North Dakota and other areas where we fish. They don't actually have as much meat on them, believe it or not, as these thinner ones. And
you'd think the opposite.
No, they're all belly on those other ones, and that's a fillet from here all the way down to there.
Ooh, I'm getting hungry.
Caleb, you're gonna really clean these for us, buddy?
Yeah, John, I actually am, because I know how well they taste, and you'll really enjoy them.
Yeah, and by the way, you got Ryan's smoked fish in your freezer from last
I still
summer.
do, yep.
Are you upset, Ryan?
What an idiot.
We were fishing Lake Michigan out of Chicago, Illinois. A 1.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 0 hours from Chicago, and 6.5 hours from Minneapolis.
We are hooked up on another one. Today we're out here fishing the Acme Hyper Rip. Nice chunker there on the Hyper Rip. Thing's got a hole in the top and the bottom of it, so it kind of displaces water. A lot different than your normal rattle bait. When this thing falls on a slow fall, the thing's gonna shimmy back side to side, and that's exactly when this one hit it. I was just kind of rocking it back and forth, dropped the rod, and the fish was on.
Time to get out and play. AMSOIL delivers the ultimate protection for your vehicles and equipment. Fast, free shipping right to your door. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $100 and shipping is on us. Order now at amsoil.com.
Hey, Josh Tigan here. You know, I guide all winter long in some very harsh conditions on Lake Superior and on the inland lakes. And one product I use a lot is AMSOIL Quick Shot. This allows me to keep my machines running smoothly all winter long, even in the worst conditions.
Don't be afraid. This is your first time in 3 to 4 foot waves.
In big water, you want the reliability that Johnson Pump delivers. For over 50 years, Johnson Pump has been a leader in marine pump technology. Today in Rockford, Illinois, they continue to be the choice. They have the largest capacity range in the industry, and the cartridge pumps can be replaced in seconds, even on the water. Now that's Johnson Pump dependability. Our AquaJet washdown system has the strongest PSI available to keep your boat clean. Johnson Pump, reliability on board.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. 20% off the Rapala ice jigging wraps on sale starting at $3.99, and save $30 on the Vexlar Gens Pack Fish Locator on sale for $359.99.
Well, Blake, we caught enough perch for dinner, so we're going to do a little lake trout fishing now. And there's a ton of these rock walls out there in front of Chicago and south, and you know they're break walls, and the lake trout will gather around there. So I'm going to try the old jerk minnow and a Google-Eye jig, and you're going to do a Castmaster?
Yep, I love the Castmaster.
And want to mention, by the way, Caleb, that there's new lake trout rules in Wisconsin, but in Illinois you can still fish lake trout year-round, right?
Yeah, you know, the Wisconsin DNR decided to go back to what they were doing in 2017, and it closes January 1st. So just a reminder for everyone that's going out there, 2021 of January 1st, lake trout is closed.
But here in Chicago,
here in Illinois, Chicago, they don't have the lake trout season, so we're able to fish year-round.
Hey, there we go. That didn't take long. Well, Gunty's got one on. All right, Gunter. This is cool, folks. Perch in the morning and something else in the afternoon. I'm hoping this is a lake trout like we talked about, folks. Okay, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's a good battle, man. Good battle. Yeah, passing right up to Gunter. Caleb, that was like Gunter's 5th cast.
If that, yeah. You know, like you said, we caught some perch, and we tried for the lake trout earlier in the morning in a different area. And we moved, we caught some perch, and then we decided to come back out for the afternoon and see if we can't catch a few more lake trout. And look at this.
Well, let's catch a few more. Yeah, that's 3 minutes after Gunter caught one.
Yep. Blake, did you just have one?
I think I might have.
I think you did. And,
yeah,
after Gunter.
Talk about it. It's world-class lake trout fishing on Lake Michigan. You know, it really is.
Yep. Right after Gunter did catch that one, though, we both dropped down and we each had a tap. You know, so the water's pretty dirty. I think it's taking them a little bit to find these jigs right now.
Ah, yeah. And you know what, Caleb? These size lake trout, if you're going to eat a lake trout, are perfect for smoking.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably a 6-7 pound fish. I mean, this lake trout would be awesome.
Now, I wouldn't want to keep them too much bigger than that, but if I was going to fix a lake trout, I would smoke it.
Yeah, definitely, John, especially something like this. You know, you see how light that fish is. It's got a lot to do with, you know, we haven't had the best weather. This water is pretty chalky down here, and these fish are, you know, got a little light color going on with them.
Well, great idea going for the Lakers. You know, folks, when you have these gaps along these break walls down here in the Chicago area, you just get a ton of current going through. And Caleb, is that something that actually attracts the lake trout, that strong current?
Yeah, John, I don't think it hurts, because right now we're battling with some dirty water and some clean water. So what it's doing, it's moving a lot of water. When we first got to this gap, this side of the gap was actually dirty. We went over to the other side, caught 2, and then we got a really bad current. That's what I put the heavy jig on for Blake. We came back to the first side and it was clean water. So what it does, it moves a lot of water around for us.
And make sure that you're heavy enough to keep bottom contact.
That is the key. You want to be close to the bottom with these fish.
The Johnsonville ground Italian sauces add so much flavor to your favorite recipes. Check them out. For more delicious Johnsonville recipes, go to johnsonville.com.
All right, buddy. This is faster than the perch fishing.
It is. Let's try to keep this one on now.
Well, that's all right, buddy. You know, that jerk minnow, that white jerk minnow out here is a classic bait.
It is, John.
A classic bait.
And it's so easy to work for everybody that I get out here.
Oh, look at that's a fatty. There's a fatty right there, gang. Look at this. Beautiful, Caleb. Nice job, guys. Yeah, that's hooked perfectly. And again, show the folks that color. That's actually
I got the flake
with a little speck in it.
Yep, got a little flake.
And so you figure they're feeding on alewives or shad in here, and that's the perfect color, too.
Exactly.
Nice job, Caleb. Hey, hold them up sideways.
Yeah.
You know, the way we like to hold, like Ryan likes to have you hold them.
I don't want to get yelled at by
No, I know Ryan can get crabby, but boy, I'll tell you what, man. It's not a bad idea to have one or two of those smoked, is it?
No, they're really not. I might put this one in the live one, actually.
Security meets mobility. Introducing the Ascent Float Suit by Clam Outdoors. Finally, a float suit that provides the security of flotation with the benefit of flexibility. Our exclusive motion float technology utilizes a segmented system that gives anglers unrestricted movement on the ice. And the Ascent Float Suit offers the same maximum breathability and warmth that you expect from Ice Armor by Clam. Security, mobility, Ascent. Pursue the ice.
Amazing. Nothing better.
It flat out allows me to catch more fish. Power steering and spot lock have revolutionized what we're doing on the lake now.
Faster response times when steering.
A spot lock, man, it's second to none. Game changer.
A game changer.
Game changer.
What do we got, two in at a time, or are you guys hooked up?
No,
we got two at a time. I think we got two at a time. All right, God's gonna grab that now. We got the Minn Kota and spot lock. How you doing, Blake?
Oh, this never gets old.
No, this is a blast, man. Double header lake trouties off of Chicago, Illinois. Okay, who's this coming up first here?
I think Blake's is.
Okay. All right. Keep her coming, Blake. Oh, there he is. Oh, is that a beauty, Blake? Oh, nice job, Blake. Nice job.
Should we go for
Okay, Caleb, you got to get yours here. We're going to get double lake trout in the net here.
You know, John, I want to mention something too. The current
is just ripping.
I had to put a 1 ounce and a half jig on Blake's line to keep down on the bottom there.
Oh, you lost yours, Caleb, but Blake got hers. All right, Blakey, you're going to hold this one up. It's a beauty. A double header, though, Caleb. That's awesome,
That was
buddy.
fun.
All right, do your old hold up there. That's a beauty. That's the biggest one of the day so far there, Blake.
Yeah, that was a really fun hit. Wow. And like Caleb said, he put how big of a jig on?
Ounce and a half.
An ounce and a half of jig because of this current. But look at that. That's a beautiful fish.
You caught more perch than me today, and you've caught more lake trout. You know, you're doing great. But when you release that, I want to talk to Caleb about how much current there is and what you look for.
All right.
Hey, God, I'll tell you what, buddy, you've been a great asset today, catching big old perch and another lake trout coming in here. Caleb, this is a beautiful evening for this time of year, isn't it, buddy?
It is, John.
The weather's changing tomorrow, folks. Keep her coming there, Gun. Blake's on about halfway down on the Humminbird. Keep her coming. Oh, yeah.
Nice fish, Gunter.
Great job, guys. You know, Gunter, it's tough to hear you in all this wind, but Caleb, it's pretty hard to find a spot anywhere in the country where you can go and catch a bunch of perch in the morning and a bunch of lake trout in the afternoon.
I don't think there's really any other than where we're at right now.
And again, reiterate to the folks the rest of the winter, if they want to catch lake trout, it's open year-round in Illinois.
Down here, it's open year-round, yep.
All right, let's see that, old Gun. Can you hold her up there for us, buddy? Boy, that is a beautiful fish there, Gunter. Isn't that gorgeous? And Caleb, these are lighter color just because the water's cloudy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the water's a little bit lighter, and so are these fish. They don't got all the pretty colors that they usually have during October and November when they're spawning.
Okay. But again, you know, the key to looking for these is looking for the gaps where the rocks are on the break wall.
Yep, definitely. And the hummingbird, the mega side imaging plays a big role in that, because I put us just right off the break line and Gunter dropped that jig down right off of it. Yeah, I mean, we weren't here for 30 seconds and he cracked that one.
Caleb Zorn guides the Wisconsin waters of Lake Michigan. For more information, give Caleb a call. That phone number is 262-515-7944.
Eagle Claw is the only hook made right here in the USA, like these laser-sharp trebles we use for ice fishing. Eagle Claw also makes this ice rod case, which is strong and holds up to 6 ice combos. To check out all the Eagle Claw products, go to eagleclaw.com.
If you want to know how the best anglers always seem to find fish, stay on fish, and be in the right place at the right time, don't ask them. Just look at the name on the side of their boat. The one that's built 10 million motors, shallow water anchors, and more. No angler's gonna tell you their secrets, but they don't have to, because you already know. Minn Kota, fish for more.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From cutting back to cleaning up, Fleet Farm has everything you need to get your yard ready for fall. Whether you're giving the lawn one last feed, showing that woodpile who's boss, or powering through the leaves, there's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, I don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm. You won't believe what you'll find.
Good time today, buddy. Enjoyed it a lot. And we should say Happy New Year to everybody, right?
Yeah,
Happy
John.
New Year, folks.
Let's hope 2021 is better.
Yeah, let's do
No
that.
kidding.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie.
And I'm Blake Gillespie.
Hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey!